Good morning, guys. Today's January 19th, I think, and we are headed out on an adventure. Going towards southern Minnesota this time, southeastern Minnesota, south of Rochester. But we're going to head down there. It's going to be me, Tony, Brigham, and Pete. So, going to head down there and see what kind of equipment we can find. But I wanted to touch base really quick. I bought this, it's a small camera that I can plug into my cell phone, and it also has an LED on the end of it to basically inspect the inside of cylinders, and I could inspect the inside of transmissions. If I pull a drain plug or a fill plug out of the transmission, I can insert it down through the top, look at the condition of the oil, etc. I'm going to see how well it works. I tried it out a little bit already, but I think it's going to need a supplemental flashlight, which I have in my pocket here. So we'll give it a shot when we get down there and see what we can muster up. But I'm gonna get everything together here, and we're gonna hit the road. So I gotta go pick up some people. All right, see you soon. Hey guys, well, we're down here in southern Minnesota, and as you can see, we're at a gentleman's place that has a lot of equipment. And he's a big Caterpillar guy, so he loves anything cat. But he does have some other stuff around. I think this is a Minneapolis Moline, like a 445 or something like that. We got a Caterpillar 35. Another cat in the back there. It's a 20. Got an International M. Another Caterpillar here. Got a Ford in the back. I don't know what model that is, but nice old Ford pickup. A few more Caterpillars. Oh, this is a Holt. Okay. There's a Caterpillar there. I think that's a Caterpillar 40. And we've got another one laying for parts. A lot of cool stuff out here. A couple more Caterpillars that he's had moved recently, obviously by the tracks in the snow. D2 cat, a home-built kitty pillar that's made with a John Deere L engine. So pretty neat stuff. We got, this must be a 4020 John Deere. Caterpillar here, 20. And I know this chassis right here is an old Cannon chassis that he mentioned if anybody was looking to go out with a bang. It's got that. This must be an old separator or grinder of some kind. And then here we've got a Massey and he's looking to get rid of this Massey Harris 33. So he was mentioning how he despises this tractor. I'm not sure why. It looks like a really decent one, but a couple of round spokes back here. Looks like they're probably for an F12 or F14. Minneapolis Moline here in the parts pile. For those of you who have ever wanted to see inside a transmission and rear end, that must be the PTO clutch there. Now I'd be willing to bet that Richard over in, I think he's in Ohio, I believe. His channel is Old Farm Junk 101. He'd get a kick out of a lot of this stuff, I think. Down here we got some old, we got a Wisconsin motor. I think this is a motor out of an L, John Deere. Power units, I should say, a couple of them. A few more older motors here, Briggs or Wisconsin's. Maybe a Briggs over here, Tecumseh. Kind of a neat little, almost like a go-kart or some type of a powered cart. Another Caterpillar here for parts. Minneapolis Moline. This is a Model Z, I believe. Taken apart for parts. The cool thing about these Minneapolis tractors is you can take the side panel off the side of the crankcase and you can inspect your camshaft, your crankshaft, your mains and rods, all that stuff. The jugs up top are two separate banks, so you got a 2-cylinder jug here and a 2-cylinder jug here, 2 different cylinder heads. They're a really neat design. Out here we got a number of pallets of parts, and mostly Caterpillar, I'm guessing. A lot of tracks and sprockets and air cleaners and transmission housings and the whole works. Got an old manure spreader here, probably a John Deere manure spreader. Looks like it's got green paint on it, so I'm guessing it's a John Deere. It'd either be that or probably Oliver, but looking at this casting here, 4381 80 or 90 with a John Deere stamp, so it's definitely a John Deere manure spreader. 2-bottom plow. Back in here we've got another. This must be an engine out of a Moline as well. Yep. Bare bones. Pretty much bare bones. I'm not sure what model of the Moline this might be. It's probably another Z or an R. Pretty much for parts. Another one back here. I think these are both Z's actually. So the motor is locked up on this one as well, but it is all mostly there. Tin work and radiator are missing, but for the most part it's there. A few more pallets of parts back here. We got an old Moto Guzzi. Pretty neat old bike there. See if I can walk through here. But the reason we're down here, got an old Ford tailgate. The reason we're down here is because we were on the hunt for some stuff, right? So if we come back over this way, we see something hiding in the back. And this is a model ZTU Minneapolis. Tires are in pretty good shape. They're not too bad. This one here is better than the one on the left side, but the motor is loose. Looks like it might have a cup holder here. Toolbox mounted on the fender. Transmission shifts, the clutch moves forward and back, the throttle moves forward and back. Steering is fairly tight on it. Headlights are there. Both side curtains are there. And you know, it's pretty much all there. It's just a matter of you got the hand crank here. It's a matter of trying to get it running, really. It does have a magneto on it, and it looks like somebody had the cap off at one time. That screw is loose, so they forgot to tighten it down. But it's got a comfort ride seat on it, probably a Monroe seat. Fenders are there in pretty decent shape. It's got tail lights on there. The brakes are stiff, but they do operate. I did pull one of the spark plugs out, and I used that little camera that I got here. It works. You can see, but it's not. Maybe I'll try to take a video of it. Oh, I didn't bring my spark plug wrench down here, but maybe when I go back home, I'll try to take a video of maybe going inside the cylinders on the case or something, so you guys can kind of see, because I can take video with my phone of the missing a screw on the carburetor there as well. It's a Marvel Schiebler carb, but your engine tag is here, and your serial tag is here, 575616J. But I mean, it's in decent shape. It ain't too bad. So try and get around on the back side here and see what we can. He's got a lot of parts laying all over the place. But a couple of engines laying here. But just so you can kind of see, it's got this must be the on-off switch, the old throw switch. So it's got a clamp down here for a grease gun, probably. Toolbox is there on the fender. It's just it's complete, but it's not, this is probably the choke. Yep, choke down there. Complete but not running, and he's never had it running either, so. Just kind of inspecting everything for a second time. These rear wheels may be pretty rough here. I'm just looking kind of giving it a second look. So inside the tank is pretty brown and dirty, but it's not rusted through, which is good. I just want to get around to the other side of this so I can take a look at this other rim here. But inside here looks pretty rough. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll get out my little flashlight here. Yeah, it looks kind of rough. But I mean, the tires look like they're holding some air in the back, but it's in overall, I mean, it's pretty much all there. It's kind of a gamble, and anytime we look at these old tractors, it's a gamble because we don't really know what's going on with them, especially when they're not running. You can't listen to anything, you can't hear it. So anyhow, I think this may be a good candidate. Be a good one to add to the herd as a different color. You know, it's not something that we're used to, and you don't see a lot of these Minneapolises on YouTube. So looks like a good project. But let's I'm going to turn the camera off here and get a couple of quick photos, and then I'm going to go to a different part of the property. Alright, we got another Caterpillar here. Another chassis or partial chassis. And a road grader. I think this is probably a Minneapolis road grader. Could be a Cat, I suppose. No, it is a Caterpillar. Caterpillar road grader. Couple more plows, 2 bottom, 3 bottom plow, another 3 bottom plow. It's got an old road grader here, scraper box. So grader and scraper. Model B electric start. Parts tractor. I know Tony was looking at that for, or not Tony, but Brigham was looking at that for he needs a gas tank for his B. And then he's got another building that has a few more Minneapolises in it. So take a quick look at that, and I think that'll be it for the tour here. He's got a G706 front wheel assist with propane injection. He's got a Model U, a 335, and a UB back in the corner there. I think that UB and this Model U are both set up for pulling. Got quite a bit of weight hanging off the rear and the front. But little chickies. But he's been big into the Minneapolis stuff, and now he's kind of focusing on Caterpillar, so I think he's trying to liquidate his Minneapolis stuff. But I think that's going to do it for the tour here, and let's see what we can work on as far as a deal goes on that ZTU. Alright? Alright guys, well, we're back home now, and you'll be happy to know that we did end up, well, not leaving with it, but leaving with it. We did strike a deal on that Minneapolis, and everything is just a matter of planning a trailer trip now. So just gotta figure out when we're gonna go get it, line up a trailer, and where we're gonna put it. So hopefully we'll be moving out of here and into our new house by the time we go pick that up. But John's very willing to work with me on when we can come get it. So that's good. But hope you guys are excited as I am about another project to come into the shop. But that's really all I got for now. I'm going to leave you guys with a photograph that I took. I took one of the spark plugs out of the case here when I got back to use that camera that I got, and it works okay. I mean, you can see the inside of the cylinder walls and everything, which is good. Make sure they're not rusty or pitted or anything like that. So it works. I mean, for $9 I think is what I paid for it on Amazon. It works okay. But I'll leave you with the photo prior to my credits, and then thanks for watching. Thanks for wrenching with me, even though there wasn't really any wrenching, and thanks for coming on the road trip again. But we'll talk to you later. All right.